God, it's a good game, is this? It's actually very simple. It's flawed in some ways, but it is so satisfying to play. Okay, so who have we got in here? We've got Eric, who has a quest. Can I not get through?
I welcome you, traveler.
What do you want? I'm an elderly man unable to craft tools. Could you please bring me an axe? I happen to have an axe. Just right on me. Here's the axe you wanted. I picked it up on the way here, in fact. Dynasty reputation. Nice. Good timing. Who's that? Lorelei. Will Trude. I don't remember the names of these people. Don't suppose you've got anything. Nope.
Goodbye.
Actually, what's my food situation like? I have got a little bit of poisoning. I don't think I got anything. Oh, I've got some roasted meat, so I'm good. I'm going to eat that. That's good. That'll keep me going another day. Right, let's go and find the vendor with the seeds. A lot of people sat around the fire tonight. Oh, this person's good. Hubert's good. Look at his... He's actually got... Damn those stamina levels. He's got a 3 in fishing, a 3 in diplomacy, and a 3 in crafting stuff. Hubert, here. He's definitely a recruit. Sobermere, please tell me. Ah, wrong person. Farewell.
See you soon.
Are you ready for another little bit of chatting up?
How are you?
Romance. How are you doing, beautiful? No. Farewell.
See you soon.
Anyone else here can... Yeah, yep, Edwin. Did he sell seeds?
How are you?
He might. Right, so it was... There was an onion seed and a cabbage seed, I think. Oh, don't tell... Oh, he does. He does. Excellent. I'll have one, please. Yeah, just one. Not actually that cheap. I think it was cabbage seed. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Let's have a look at the journal. There's a technology thing just flashed up. Little garden. We've got the stuff. Let's go and hand these in. In fact, what was that technology one? The simple house. Is that what we've progressed past? The log stool. Was that the one that just went over? The herbalist hut is potentially going to be great now that we can make all those wooden vials. Barn. The smithy. Oh, we can make some better stuff here. Cudgel. A stone sickle. Copper shovel. We're not quite at the stage of that. Copper arrows. Copper bolts. Being able to make a wooden shovel, I think, is probably going to be really useful at some point. So I'm going to buy that. That is good. The barn. The flour we can't make. The daub I can. But I can't do much with it yet. Maybe I should make a bird trap. And a bow. Be nice. I'll need linen for that though, won't I? Linen thread. Sticks and stones for the bird trap. Provides meat and feathers. It's... Where's my cash? 906. Yeah, we're fine. We've got to buy some of these things anyway. So, right. I need to then run back to the other village. And whilst I'm out in the wilds over there, I should try hunting a few rabbits and stuff. I like the fact that I can just take a shortcut straight across the lake. The backpack, the large pouch. Can you equip both? Like the pouch on the belt and the backpack obviously on your back. Is there space in the inventory for both? Because that'll be nice. Nice bit of bonus carry capacity will speed the game up a lot. In fact, that should probably be my next purchases. You bought the bird trap. Where is the animal trap skill? It's something you can craft right from the start. hold down your crafting item, and it's not where you would think. It's under furniture, and then traps, and it's gone. Oh, no, it's not. It's just, there is the rabbit trap there. Mine's locked because I've already got one down. I can only have one of them. But I'll put some bird traps outside the house when I get back. A rat trap? That doesn't look like a rat trap. That looks like a bear trap. Fishing nets sound good. Okay. Anyway, back to the point and the plot. Do you need, what, sewing for the crafting thing? Okay. Just easier to buy them. I'd be very tempted to buy them as well, I think. Purely because we can really... I think it'll speed this stage of the game up if we can just carry more. Where was the quest that I had to hand in? I don't mind waking somebody up. Inga, did we talk to you? She's busy, obviously. Lamberta. Just go storming into somebody's house in the middle of the night. Here are the seeds you were looking for. Can you imagine if you woke up and there's some stranger standing over your bed holding out a handful of corn or something? We got some coin and some flaxseed. Glad to help. And a bit of reputation. Right, middle of the night. I could go and rest by the campfire. I should be wary. Do I have the arrows equipped? I should be very wary of... I'll put the stone axe on 2. Oh, I've put the bow on 2. Hang on. Yeah, I should be very wary of running around in the middle of the night. Because we know how dangerous it is in this place. But by the time I get over there, I think it's going to be nearly morning anyway. So if I head... I'll head north and take that road out of town. It's quite light over here, actually. It's not too bad. Bought yours before you built the first house? Yeah, it would have just speeded up the housing, wouldn't it? I'd have been able to chop down 8 trees before I had to stop to go and assemble them because of weight limits, rather than just like 4. It would have been a good move, that. If I missed the road somewhere. No, it's just there. I do need to watch out. There are some mean things lurking in this part of the world. I think this is where I ran into bears for the first time in early access. I don't really want to meet those right now. Not till I have some better gear on, I think. I'll just run there. I bet the guy gives me a quest to go and hunt wolves or something. I feel like I should have the torch out. It's scary. Is that just a rock? I thought it was a badger. Ooh, what's this stuff? Berries? Ah, just berries. They made the bears better now? More dangerous, or what? What's this stuff anyway? I will collect some of this. This stuff's pretty useful. I should have a bit of time spent picking it all up because it'll level something up, I'm sure. Do I feel like going off-road in the dark? I'm not too sure. I can hear something. I hear something. I'm going to stay out the way. We have a swamp. I think I'll just stick on the road. I thought I might see a rabbit or something along the road up here. Guess it's not the best conditions for spotting creatures. They made the bears cuter. Did they give them picnic baskets as well? What was that? Oh, sticks. Medieval alligators. Can I, Oh, he's in his bed. Right, I'll have that. A wicker crate. I'll have that. And the firewood. It's all gone. What's that doing to my weight limit? That's fine. It's fine. In fact, let's... I'm having a job seeing here. I'm just going to put a light on so I can steal things more effectively. Shame I can't nick his bows and stuff. What do we want? We want that. Oh, I've put mine in there like an imbecile. Better just re-equip that, otherwise I'm not going to have a weapon to hand when it all goes wrong. I mean, buckets are worth having. I go stumbling off with his wash tub. That would be a classy move, I think. Right, shall I... I'm not going to risk doing that. That would be foolish, I think. Can I sleep? No. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb. Wait a second. Look me in the eye and stop shivering, for crying out loud. Huh. Black and blue. You're Jordan's family, aren't you? Yes, my name's Rasimir. You must be Sambor then. And how do you know that? Well, I was talking with Unigos. He told me that you were a part of the Reminders as well. Part of what now? The pack? The one with Unigos and Jordan? I've never heard this idiotic name in my life. Don't think he trusts me. Oh, sorry, I must have been mistaken. We were called the Undying Fist. That sounds better than the Reminders. That's a whole lot better name. You're damn right it is. That's because I came up with it. Everyone loved it. No idea why Unigos lied to you like that. Ah, I'm sure he's just jealous about your creativity. Ha, of course he was. And not only about that. Anyway, I would love to hear some stories about my uncle and the pack's adventures altogether. That's an amazing coincidence, because I would love to spend my time telling the old tales by the crackling fire. Really? No, leave my property and forget where it is. Oh, come on, come on. It'll only take a moment really. Just tell me, what was my uncle like? How did you become part of the Undying Fist? And what did you do exactly as the pack? You don't know what we did? Alright, but be quiet and try to be less annoying. Where should I begin? Right. It all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time, if I remember correctly. That clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew that. Left as soon as he could. But cleverness at such a young age always means two things: being arrogant and hot-headed. His plan was to set out on a big adventure. That's it. Pretty detailed, huh? A path like that is paved with skeletons of young idiots. But none of them was Jordan. Either way, he was wandering for days. Days soon turned into weeks and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter. Back then at least. So berries and mushrooms was all he could get. So obviously, he needed some coin. He came across a manor with orchards so vast they seemed like an ocean. Jordan hired himself there. A week of back-breaking labour had passed. His hands were covered in blisters, skin red from the scorching sun, knees pulsating from pain. Shut up. Do you want me to finish? I must have interrupted, sorry. Where was I? Alright. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he's done. Went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect the payment. His stomach was already full with fantasies of all the delicious treats he was dreaming of buying. And all of that was ruined by the hand of the lord holding a couple of lousy coins. Yeah, hard work doesn't get you anywhere. It's sad to say. Now the bears will go in the cave. They're a little faster. There's a bear cave. Ooh. And they come up the mountain as well. I haven't been up the mountain. No, I haven't been up the mountain. That's somewhere to go and look, actually. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the lord. Disgusting, replaceable insects. And what do you do with the fly that buzzes too loudly? Both of the Lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the strength of the ox. Jordan fell to the ground stunned, and the Lord's guards threw him out of the manor like garbage, stealing that few pathetic coins while doing so, if I may add. It wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with it came a fervent thought. Revenge. Oh, yes. Your uncle was quite a capable fighter when I met him 10 years later, but he wasn't back then. He knew the guards would massacre him if he only came close, so he needed to find another way to fulfill his vengeance. Jordan was always ambitious, but that hatred fueled him like nothing before. What came later was becoming bored of this conversation. Now go away. No way, you can't leave me like this. I can do whatever I want. Scram, I have things to do. Screw your things. Hang on, what things? I'll do them for you. I'll do anything you want, just please tell me the whole story. Oh, you're annoying. No, I'm not. See, what an annoying thing to say. Okay, you can help me. Seems I won't get rid of you any other way. Just say it, man. Just say what needs to be done. Grab this shovel. It's a piece of crap, but it'll do. There are clay deposits behind my house. Go there and dig up some clay for me. On it, boss. Okay. How much do you think we need to take? Because I'm a little bit concerned about how much I can carry. We've got space for next to nothing. I'm going to have to go and put all those planks down that I nicked, aren't I? Unless he only wants one piece, and then we can manage this. Is this here? Dig up clay deposits. Dig up clay deposits 2 and get clay 5. All right, so let me see. He said go behind his house. Here, did I see? Yeah, this looks like clay. So, right, let's go for a shovel load of clay. Is this how it works? So, right, well, that's got me the clay, and I can't see anymore. There is some somewhere here, somewhere there is. I'm going to have to put the torch on, aren't I? Hang on, what's that? Where's the torch? Oh, I was there. I was right there. So that actually gets me quite a bit of clay. And I think this is going to give me a bit of bonus clay as well. Of course, I can't sprint anymore. Put the shovel away. Interrupt him in his sleep again. Here's all the clay you wanted. Just dump it on him in his bed. Alright, alright. So as I already said, Jordan wasn't much of a fighter back then. He didn't have any money nor connections, but he had one thing. An unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells really. Calm, steady breaths, eye contact held all the way. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest of situations. But it wasn't that at first. He felt no pressure lying, no stress at all. It was as natural for him as breathing. He had absolutely no remorse. It's very interesting and all, but what happened with the Lord? I swear, you little brat, interrupt me one more time and you will meet my wrath. Relax, big guy, I'm all ears. He came up with a plan so immensely moronic and unrealistic that it's really hard to believe that it worked so perfectly. At first, he convinced the nearby town's tailor to sew him a whole set of clothes worthy of the most wealthy nobleman. The finest of fabrics, silken threads, you name it. Horrendously expensive. So how did he manage to afford it, you may ask? Simple. He didn't pay for it. So he stole it. I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief. Not in the traditional meaning of the word, at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? While wearing his new clothes, he travelled to the castle of the king of that realm and entered it. Okay, now that you're making this all up, that's simply impossible. Ha! You're absolutely right, it is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off. But Jordan, he just walked straight in. I don't blame you for doubting me. Damn, I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him doing it hundreds of times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through with his plan. Which was bedding his wife? Oh, I see. He went back to the Lord's castle and bedded his wife. Whose wife? The king's wife? No, wait. Whoa, so it was the king's wife. He's gone... What? He's just got dressed up in a fancy outfit and just gone walk straight in. And there's the queen lying in bed, waiting for people. with those paddles that they use, you know, for directing aircraft into land. Clearly, that's how it works, I think. I think that's how seduction works. I saw it on Family Guy once, it must be. The king's wife. The queen. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay with the queen. Exactly that. You were right. This is the most absurdly idiotic plan I have ever heard. I told you, it worked like a charm. This is a queen just regularly open to wealthy-looking visitors then. Because we could work on that sewing skill. I still don't get it. What worked? What has he accomplished by that? After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarments on the bedside, and told the queen he'll be right back with some refreshments. Then he went to one of the king's guards and told him that he saw the queen with a company of a strange man sneaking into one of the chambers. The guard rushed in and witnessed the queen naked in bed with a man's clothes right next to her. As a loyal servant, the guard reported on the matter directly to the king himself, who, as you can probably imagine, became furious to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife. Yeah, come on, Henry VIII. We've seen what happens to queens who even allegedly look at another man. That would be bad for his reputation, but he could pursue her lover. Unfortunately for him, at this point, Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding a beautiful bay mare he borrowed from the stable into the... He's just a thief. A thief and a rapist. That's my uncle. Yeah, exactly, normal people. This is not going where I thought it was going to go. I still don't get it. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean he couldn't track down and find him. To do so, the only track he could follow was the one thing that Jordan left behind, except his undergarments and a pleasurable memory for the queen, his name. Not his real name, of course. The name he used when introducing himself to the queen was... the Orchard Lords. Precisely. Now you get it. What? But he'd have an alibi, surely. Didn't that get the Lord hanged? That seems pretty extreme. He didn't get killed. That wouldn't be in Jordan's style. The queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon where he spent all the days he had. Well, it's ingenious revenge, but it does seem rather unlikely. Jordan was amazing. All that was just the power of his wits and speech and his big wang. He surely showed the Lord that he shouldn't have wronged him. Just to point out for anyone who can't read the text for whatever reason, it doesn't say big wang. I just sort of embellished that bit. I imagined that would go with the story of the Queen and the Lord. Don't get the wrong idea about his reasons. Jordan didn't get through all of that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was a cruel, merciless brute. He mistreated all of his subjects, killed for fun, raped for sport. People used to call him laundryman because one of his habits was drowning his bastards in the lake right after birth, like unwanted kittens. Notice how this story has lasted all night. It's daylight outside now. You got to be kidding me. Jordan needed to stop him, and he did, but that's not the end of the story. After the Lord's capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, with just an uncannily perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's, a charming young man with two different eyes. This can't be Jordan. He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative, but Jordan didn't want any of that, not for himself, so he took only 3 bags of coins from the treasury and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. They were related. He is still probably worshipped there, I can tell you that. And one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? That's easy. One for the tailor, another for the stableman he took the horse from, and the last one for himself, with the exact amount of coins he was rightfully supposed to earn for his work at the orchard. That's a lot of work for 2 weeks of peasant wages. This man's an idiot. My uncle is an idiot. I told you Jordan wasn't a thief, and that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventures. At least that's the story he used to tell us. So nothing of that may be true at all, but that's just how it was with Jordan. That was a long-ass story. I can't believe you're talking about my uncle. My mother used to portray him as a simple merchant, successful but normal, mortal. Yeah, I was wondering if he actually was mortal many times. Well, now we know. But wait, you didn't tell me what the purpose of the Undying Fist. Oh, I thought it'd be obvious now. On that day, Jordan's mission was born. He knew that the soiled, rotten elites... Sorry, I'll say that again. He knew that the spoiled, rotten elites like that were scattered all around the world, draining life and dignity from the hard-working simple folk, and he was capable of stopping them. To some extent, at least. So that's exactly what he started doing. Overthrowing corrupted lords and giving back to the community. Sounds like a hero. Well, it wasn't like... I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. So how did you join the pack? Jordan was working solo until he met Unigos. That rat's agile fingers could work where Jordan's tongue didn't. I don't want to know. If there's another queen involved in this, that's enough detail for me. And then they needed someone with other talents they were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, independence, gallantry, integrity. But unfortunately, they just got you, eh? So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time, so I gave him a chance. And finally, the pack started to really make a difference. But, you know, I don't like to brag. Yes, I noticed. Humble to the bone. Thank you for noticing. People at my level don't need to boast about our skills. Just like the sun doesn't need to prove it's bright. Anywho, I already spoke more words to you than I did in the last 5 years to anybody. So it's time for you to go, and preferably don't come back, ever. It was a great pleasure and a true honour. Yeah, I don't care. Leave now. And in return for giving away my location, deliver this delicious meal to Unigos. It's his favourite, a knuckle sandwich. Do you want me to hit him in the face? Did I stutter? No, sir. Of course, sir. I'm on my way, sir. Is that another reference or something? Okay. Well, I've robbed the guy. And I've got some clay and some planks. And on the way... Tab knowledge theft. Theft is not tolerated in the valley. You will lose some of your dynasty reputation if someone witnesses you stealing. Stolen items cannot be sold in the same village they were stolen from. They are highlighted as red and orange. Well, we can craft them and use them, so that's no problem. What a story. Let's make sure. Let's get a bearing for this. So we are heading southwest. So about there where the exclamation point is then. Perfect. And we need to get a few rabbit and deer on the way. I thought the music stalled. Oh, God. Back, back. There's a wolf somewhere. Get on the road. Can you see it? Is it coming for me? No. Okay, I heard it. I couldn't see it. I don't like those sort of wolves. The stealth wolves. Apart from wolves, this area looks quite devoid of wildlife. I think I'll get back to that village. I might sell the clay, or I might at least drop it. So I can run around and... what's this? Just sticks. That looks like some pretty purple flower or berries. Might at least drop it so I can run around and do some hunting. And get that quest handed in as well. Before finally heading back to see what my village is up to. They might soon start running out of water and stuff. I need to go and check on that. I need to find some wives. I think there's some suitable wives over in one of the other places I've been. A lot to do today. Busy day, busy day. Oh my. Can we take down a... Well, there's no point. I'm not going to try taking down a bison. Because I don't have the carrying capacity to get one back anyway. If I skinned it and all the rest.